You won't believe what Bahati has just revealed about the incredible relationship between his wife, Diana Bahati, and his ex-baby mama, Yvette Obura. The award-winning musician broke down as he revealed the shocking truth about the tight closeness between his wife Diana Bahati and his ex-baby mama, Mama Mueni.
Kitu ya kwanza naomba mjue, kitu ya kwanza, kama unataka kuishi na baby mama vizuri, heshimu bibi yako. Sikuwa na tamaa. Huwezi kuwa na tamaa, unatamani baby mama, unataka bibi akuwe na amani na wewe. Ukiona baby mama unamuona kama sister. Hiyo ndio itakusaidia. Huwezi kuwa bibi anaona macho vile unaangalia bibi. Unachungulia tena. So please, hiyo ndio the only way. Keshimu bibi.
With tears in his eyes, Bahati confessed that the biggest secret is respect for Diana Marua as his wife, and the strict boundaries when it comes to Yvette Obura. But that is not all. Wait until you see the emotional moments he silenced critics, declaring he's not greedy or even trying to get Yvette Obura back, and how this one decision is the glue holding his family together. But before that, what do you think? Is Bahati the true definition of a family man, or is there more to this story? Whose side are you on? Comment below before we get into the juicy gists. But before we dive into what made this successful musician Bahati get very emotional, let me tell you something that will blow your mind. While most men struggle to keep peace between their current wives and their ex-partners, Bahati has somehow created a harmony that seems almost impossible to achieve, and the secret he has just revealed could save your relationship too. But now, here is where it gets really interesting. Bahati didn't just wake up one day and decide to share this story. This revelation came at a very specific moment in his life, right as he is making a major educational move that's surprising everyone. The timing of his confession and what triggered him is going to leave you speechless. Picture this scenario for a moment. You're a public figure constantly in the spotlight, with millions of people watching your every move. You have a wife you love deeply, and you also have a child with another woman. The potential for drama and conflict and public embarrassment is very enormous. Most celebrities in similar situations find themselves caught in endless battles, court cases, and social media wars that destroys families and careers. But Bahati's story is completely different, and what he revealed about Diana Bahati and Yvette Obura's relationship is going to change everything you thought you knew about how these situations typically play out. This isn't just celebrity gossip we are talking about here. This is a masterclass in emotional intelligence, respect, and family management that every person watching needs to understand. The emotion in Bahati's voice when he talked about this situation was unmistakable. You could see years of careful relationship building, countless conversations, and very genuine efforts to do the right by everyone involved. This is not just about keeping peace for the cameras or maintaining a public image. This is about real people, real emotions, and real consequences that affect children, the marriages, and their futures. And that is not all. Wait until you see what happened next that made this revelation even more powerful. Bahati's decision to pursue his Bachelor's of Business Information Technology isn't just a random educational choice. It's connected to his entire situation in ways that will surprise you and show you just how deep his commitment goes to building a better future for everyone in his blended family. The rules he shared about respecting wives to avoid issues with baby mamas aren't just theoretical advices. These are battle-tested strategies that he has developed through the years of navigating one of the most challenging relationship dynamics imaginable. And when you hear these specific guidelines, you realize why so many men fail in similar situations, while Bahati has found a way to make it work. Let me break down What makes this situation so extraordinary? Diana Bahati could have easily demanded that her husband cut all ties with Yvette Obura. That's what many wives would do, and honestly, society would probably support that decision. Similarly, Yvette Obura could have made co-parenting a nightmare, using their child as a weapon or constantly creating drama to disrupt Bahati's marriage. Instead, something so beautiful happened that Bahati credits to one fundamental principle, and that he is about to share with us. The tight closeness he describes between Diana and Yvette isn't just tolerance or polite coexistence. We are talking about genuine connections, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to what's best for the children involved. The timing of this revelation, as he embarks on his university journey, adds another layer of his story that you need to understand. Bahati is not just going back to school for personal fulfillment. He is making this educational investment as part of his broader commitment to being the best version of himself for his entire family, including both Diana and Yvette Obura. But now let's talk about the specific rules he mentioned for maintaining peace between wives and baby mamas. The first rule that Bahati emphasized on might surprise you because it's not what most people expect to hear. He talked about the importance of never speaking negatively about the baby mama to your current wife and never speaking negatively about your current wife to your baby mama. This sounds very simple, but think about how difficult this actually is in practice. When you're frustrated with one person, it's natural to want to vent to someone else. But Bahati learned that this creates a toxic cycle where both women start seeing each other as enemies, and instead of partners in raising children and maintaining family peace. The second rule he shared goes even deeper into the psychology of respect. Bahati talked about the importance of ensuring that both women feel valued and appreciated for their roles in his life and his children's life. This doesn't mean playing favorites or creating competition. It means recognizing that Diana brings something unique to the family as his wife, while Yvette Obura brings something equally important as the mother of his child. But wait until you hear the third rule, because this is where Bahati's approach becomes truly revolutionary. He emphasizes on the importance of facilitating direct communication between the two women, and instead of always being the middleman. This requires tremendous trust and emotional maturity from everyone involved, but it's also what creates the genuine closeness he described. The fourth rule addresses something that destroys so many blended families before they even have a chance to work. Bahati talked about critical importance of establishing clear boundaries and expectations from the very beginning. This is not about creating walls between people, but about ensuring everyone knows their role and feels secure in their position within the family structure. His fifth rule might be the most challenging one to implement, but it's also the most important and the most powerful. Bahati emphasizes the importance of consistency, demonstrating through actions, not just words, that your commitment to respect extends to everyone in the family dynamic. This means showing up for both women when they need support, celebrating both of their achievements, and making sure neither of them feels like they're competing for their attention or resources. But let's be real about something important here. What Bahati has accomplished didn't happen overnight, and it didn't happen without significant challenges. Along the way, there were probably moments of tension, misunderstandings, and situations where maintaining this level of respect and harmony seemed very impossible. The key insight that made him emotional was realizing that the effort he put into building these relationships has paid off in ways he never expected. His children have grown up in an environment where the important adults in their lives genuinely care about each other. Diana gets to be a wife without constantly worrying about drama from the past, while Yvette Obura gets to co-parent without feeling like an outsider or a threat to the current family. As Bahati pursues his degree, he's modeling something powerful for other men watching the situation, he's showing that personal growth and education aren't just individual pursuits, they are investments in your family's future and your ability to handle complex relationships with wisdom and maturity. The rules he shared aren't theoretical concepts. The emotional impact of this revelation on Bahati shows us something important about masculinity and leadership in family situations. So now, I want to ask you something very important. After hearing about Bahati's emotional revelations and the rules he follows to maintain peace in his blended family, what do you think is the most challenging aspect of his approach? Have you ever been in a similar situation where respect and emotional maturity made all the difference? And whose example in this story inspires you most? Diana's grace as a wife, Yvette Obura's maturity as a co-parent, or Bahati's leadership in bringing everyone together? Comment below and let me know your thoughts, because I read every single comment, and your perspective on this incredible family dynamic could help someone else watching this video right now.